It's 3 a.m. I'm in the hospital because I bought a wig off of Amazon and I ended up with mollusca. So now I just wait it out. Covered in lesions or whatever they're called. I don't know. But beware. Don't buy wigs off of Amazon.
In order to pay for his wedding to the goddess Padmavati, Vishnu had to take out a huge debt with Kubera, the treasurer of the gods. Kubera demanded a very high interest rate and decided that the debt would be extinguished over thousands of years. Down the centuries, generations of devotees have continued to pay off the debt with money and jewels. Many have no hesitation in giving the only thing they possess.
All over the world, my friend, all over the world. Listen, I've seen your new price list. Okay, we just have to make some calculations because, of course, the prices are very high. Yeah, no, this is understood. I mean, the quality is undisputable. I mean, we were really, really happy with the quality, so that goes without saying.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chaha, Quadash. I want to give double honors to the head apostle, and elders, a great millstone, to rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in, week out, and all truth and sincerity. The title of this video is going to be The Wig Demon / Hair Sacrifice. Because as you've seen in the video clips that I played, you know, this Negro-looking woman caught molluscum from a wig that she purchased off of Amazon. Okay, and you see the bumps all over her face, her shoulders, basically all over her body, which I believe these are pus-filled bumps that came from the wig that she purchased off of Amazon. And as you've seen in the video clip that was played after that concerning the hair sacrifice that goes on amongst these other nations, in these other countries, especially over there in India, concerning, the religion and the gods that they sacrifice and present their hair to, which ultimately gets shipped over here to America and gets fashioned, gets packaged, gets branded, and then you see these so-called Negro women, predominantly these so-called Negro women, patching and gluing these hair parts on top of their head. Okay? I want to get into this article, which goes into, the title of the article actually is "Where Does Human Hair Come From for Wigs, Hair Systems, and Hair Extensions?" All right. And in that video clip that I played, you kept seeing in the video how they kept saying all the bad energy will be in the hair, because they do these different particular rituals and sacrifices where they have the women and also the men shave off their heads to these different Hindu gods and goddesses. Okay? And you so-called Negro women that are putting these wigs, these hair extensions on, all right, it's deeper than what meets the eye. All right. You're actually opening up yourself to having demons put on you. Okay? Because the hair that you buy from these different particular stores were sacrificed to idols, were sacrificed to other gods. All right. The majority of these people over there in these different lands, in these different countries that shave their heads, they don't believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They believe in whatever the god or the religion is of that land in a majority. All right. Now I want to get into this article because it actually goes into, some very interesting things concerning these wigs. Okay, let's go down to, I'm going to skip around. I'll put the link in the description box as well. Okay, it says where human hair is sourced from for wigs. Okay, it says most of the human hair you'll find on the market comes from 3 sources. Hair bought from people who willingly sell their hair for money, especially in developing countries. Human hair from Hindu temples. And another source is hair waste collected from salons. All right, let's go into this religious ceremonies in Hindu temples. All right, it says India is one of the most common sources of human hair for wigs. Their high volume of human hair typically comes from the Hindu temples and the religious ceremonies that happen there. Okay, and then you saw the religious ceremonies in the video clips that I played, concerning from the babies to the young children to the adults and even to the older elderly population, gathering these ritualistic ceremonies and where they shave their heads to the Hindu gods and goddesses. And the hair is actually, gathered together and sent off to process facilities where they sell the hairs over to, predominantly over here to America, man. All right. It says Hindus would shave their heads for good luck during these ceremonies. They believe that shaving their hair can get rid of pride and arrogance, which helps them get closer to God. Okay, and the God that they believe in, okay, is not the God of the Bible. It says they will also shave and gift their hair to God when they believe God helped them fulfill their wish, and that's to their idols, their gods, in which they have many of these gods. Okay. Let's skip down to this paragraph. It says Indian hair is one of, and this is talking about these Indians over there in India. Okay, not concerning the so-called Native Americans. It says Indian hair is one of the most sought after for wigs, as it has a similar texture and appearance to European hair. And these so-called black women, that's what they really seek after. All right, they're actually looking for these hair extensions, these hair wigs, these weaves that emulate and look like European, so-called European hair. All right, as you see on your screen. The majority of our, majority of the so-called Negro woman, the black woman, she seeks after these blonde, okay, and now you're starting to see all different types of colors, in these weaves. They're not even looking at a weave, looking to get a weave or an extension that is closest to their own hair color, man. All right? Because ultimately, they really want to be like these so-called white women. All right? It says matter of fact, let me read that again. It says Indian hair is one of the most sought after for wigs, as it has a similar texture and appearance to European hair. Its characteristics mean that hair from Hindu temples can sell for $700 a pound at auction. Okay. Now I want to skip down. I got a couple more paragraphs I want to go into. All right. This is considering hair waste from salons. All right. It says another common source of human hair is the waste produced in salons. This hair is typically collected from the floor of salons and is curated together for selling. Let's read that one more time. It says this hair is typically collected from the floor of salons and is curated together for selling. Hair collected this way is sold as standard hair and can also come from combs and hair balls. It is harder to determine which hair collected this way is virgin or treated hair. All right. So there you see it, man. A lot of these weaves and wigs actually come from hair that is gathered up off the floor of hair salons. Basically waste hair. Hair that really would normally get swept in the trash or is swept up with dust particles and dirt from the floor, is separated, and shipped off to these different facilities and produced for you to put on your head. Okay? Which is just completely going off, man. All right? Any woman that is putting hair wigs on or weave extensions or gluing these foreign hair extensions on their head, they got demons on them, man. Okay? There's something not right with them in their head. Okay? And it goes hand in hand with these eyelashes, man, like you see on the screen. Hey, the makeup goes hand in hand with the eyelashes, the eyelash extensions, and the hair weave, man. Which at the end of the day, they all got to be put on the same way concerning the hair weaves, the extensions, the wigs, and the fake eyelashes, man. The eyebrows, they got to be put on with using what? Glue. All right. You actually got to put glue on your skin, which is a very, very, or I should say there's very, very harmful chemicals and substances in glue, which, should be common knowledge, that these women actually put on their skin and their scalp. Okay? You see it on the screen. Quick and Go Super Hair Bond Glue. Super glue. All right? And if you look at anything that has or is considered glue and you look at the back of it, there's harmful, flammable, and toxic chemicals in these substances. All right, but this is what these women, this is what the black woman puts on her skin, puts on her head. Okay, and as you saw in the video clip, this woman didn't say stop buying weaves. She said stop buying wigs from Amazon. Like it's like don't buy them from Amazon. Go to a store, go to another facility. Nah, stop buying weaves and wigs altogether. Okay, you know, be happy with what the Lord gave you. Okay, be happy with the amount of hair, the texture, the color of your hair, and the length of your hair that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gave you. Okay, and ultimately it's a curse why the majority of the so-called black woman can't grow their hair out, which we'll get into shortly here. All right. You know, and actually, you know, they not only take hair that is sacrificed to idols and gods, but they also take hair from corpses. All right, from dead bodies. All right. You know, which the article kind of went into it, but you know how these articles are. You know, they're kind of like trying to shed the light off of, you know, dead bodies and corpses actually being shaved and rid of their hair, and these hairs being sold because it is actually so-called quote unquote illegal, but that's happening as well. All right. You know, they're using the hair from these dead bodies and they're packaging them and they're selling them in these weave shops and these weave stores, man. You know, and who runs these weave shops? Who runs these stores where, you know, these so-called black women go in there and buy their wigs, their hair extensions, their eyelashes, their eyebrows, their fake nails, some of their makeup. Okay, these are the nations, man, and they come over here particularly just to set up these particular weave shops in the communities of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, to profit off of you. And a lot of these, you know, well, I should say the majority of these weave shops, you know, they make good money. Okay, you know, these wigs, these hair places that are predominantly geared to you so-called black women. Guess what? You know, these different products are not cheap. Okay, these women come in there and they spend top dollar on these particular things, man. Okay, now as you see on your screen, they market these products, man. They market the eyelashes, they market the hair weave, they market the super glue bond and go, you know, and they have made it fashionable, you know, especially amongst you so-called black women. All right, now let's get the precept real quick, you know, concerning, you know, why the majority of our women cannot grow their hair out, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, the majority of the so-called black men can grow their hair out longer than the majority of the so-called black woman. All right. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 3. And let's go down to let's start in verse 16. It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. You know, the pride of, you know, our women back then, and even more so now. Our people have our women have their heads in the clouds. You know, here it is. They have hair that on a majority level that can't grow long. All right, that is very, very short. And they're patching all types of hair from these different nations in different colors and different shapes and sizes, you know, walking around like they're the shit. They're literally walking around like this is their hair. And you can't tell them nothing, man. Okay? If they receive a compliment, oh, I like your hair, girl. Oh, thank you. They're not about to say, oh, this is my hair. I bought it from let me give you the, you know, the store where I got it from. You should check it out. You know, they got some good, nice hairstyles that you can buy, some wigs that you can put on your head. Nah, they portray it like it's their hair. Okay? Like this is all me right here, which is false advertisement. Okay? It says, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Okay? So the Lord, Most High Yahweh, smited, especially you so-called Negro woman, all right, with a curse on the crown of your head. And that's the reason you can't grow your hair long. The reason you can't grow your hair like these other nations, man. Okay? Because the scripture says what? The hair of a woman is a glory unto her, and is for a covering, roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay? So Yahweh Hashem Yahushua took that from you. All right? Especially, these Judite women. Okay? Let's read that again. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab this crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Okay? And these women that wear, these type of hairstyles, these weaves, these eyelashes, these extensions, they putting glue up all in the scalp. They got demons on them, man. All right? Stay away from any type of woman that puts hair weave in her hair, that wears wigs, man. Okay?
It's 3 a.m. I'm in the hospital because I bought a wig off of Amazon and I ended up with molluscum.
She ended up with molluscum. I don't even know what that is, but I'm about to look it up. Okay? So she ended up with some type of disease, bacterial disease, because she bought a weave, molluscum, off of Amazon. Which it really don't matter where you buy these weaves from. They all carry bacteria diseases. But moreover, all right, this hair has been taken off of, another person which has sacrificed their hair to idols and gods. Okay, predominantly Hindu gods and goddesses. Okay, it says it is a viral skin infection that results in round and firm, painless bumps. This condition spreads throughout contact with an infected person or a contaminated object. So not only do these bumps, persist on her skin, her scalp, all over her body, but they're infectious. So you can spread it. So if a person touches her or she touches something and another person touches it, they can contract molluscum as well. Okay, it says it spreads in various ways. It says more than 200,000 cases per year. Usually self-treatable, requires a medical diagnosis. Let's see what else it says. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So it's basically a bacterial infection or virus. Okay, and this woman right here contracted it from the hair weave and the hair wig that she purchased on Amazon, man. Okay, but that's pretty much it. Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rachaha, Quadash. I want to give double honors to the head apostle and elders, a great millstone, to rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in all truth and sincerity. To the next time, Shalom.